I'm in Ashland, Oregon, and I'm standing outside of the Ashland Common and the Ashland Commons Hostel, which is a weird place. It's like this hostel is actively hostile to hikers. Like, I arrived at this place and I basically got lectured for like 20 minutes. He heavily implied that I was a drug addict. It was like 20 minutes of rules, and it was like dripping with hostility in the middle of this guy's like 20-minute lecture against me and other hikers. The guy stops and he goes, "You seem aggravated. Is something wrong?" Like in a super aggressive way towards me. And it was just like, it was the weirdest. Look, we've stayed at every hostel up and down the PCT, and you know, at most places, right, they welcome hikers. Imagine being like a hostel in a PCT town and actively being like super against hikers. Like, I don't know, if I owned a hotel in a ski town, and like, would you be screaming at people for like bringing their ski boots or like having ski boots? Like, no, you would probably have a place where people could put their ski boots. Like, that's because you own a hotel in a ski town. Like, when you own a hotel in a hiker town, and then you don't and then you just scream at hikers for having like a backpack. No, it was like obscene cleanliness rules. I was told I would get kicked out of the hostel if I was caught using drugs. It was like, I know what hiker culture is, and if you get caught using drugs, we're gonna kick you out of this place, and I don't care what time it is. And you're just like, bro, like, what do you think? What do you see your perception of hiker culture? I was told that other guests don't want to see me. This is the first hostel that's been like that, and we've stayed everywhere. Other guests love talking to PCT hikers. I've been chatted up by like 1 million people, you know, at places like Kennedy Meadows, where there's like, you know, cabins that are renting to like families who are coming to do fishing, and you know, and then there's like a bunch of hikers at the same place, and like everybody's having a good time. Like, hey, yeah, this is the new blue shirt. I got a good sleep last night. No one stays there. I don't know who they think the clientele is of hostels in hiker towns. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here on a park bench in Ashland. I think that this is probably the nicest town that we've been to on the PCT. It's like the most livable town that I've seen by far. It's like I guess like a small city of like 21,000 people. Has a real nice walkable downtown. Yes, I'm just chilling out in the park, really enjoying, really impressed by this town, Ashland. Cool, like walkable downtown core, has public transit, groups of kids riding through on bikes, everyone's walking around. Has like a chill park where you can just like, it seems, you know, they got the Shakespeare Festival here. Yeah, RIP to my shirt. I got nowhere to put it. I can't mail it anywhere. Why am I sentimental about this shirt? This thing lasted 1,700 miles all the way through California. It only got destroyed because a branch went through the shoulder, and it just I tried to tape it up, but it ripped. Yeah, I thought it was a cool shirt, man. I liked it. It presented very dirty, and I loved the hiker trash look that I got with this thing on. I thought it was badass. Okay, I'm back at Callahan's Lodge, and it's 12 noon. I'm just taking off now. I'm running very late, but it's about like 102 miles to Crater Lake, like the town near Crater Lake. No real plans on today. You know, it's noon. Like, if I could get 10, 15 miles in, like, you know, that'd be great. Okay, so leaving Callahan's, it's like the PCT is actually a road walk. And one of the things about road walks is you need to be super, super, super looking at your map to make sure that you don't walk by wherever the trail forks off. And I, of course, overshot it. And now I'm heading back to the trail. All right, here we go. I missed this sign on the way up. Let's see, was there a sign on the way up? Yeah, I missed the sign on the way up. That's okay. We're going, there's the trail, right there. Yeah, look, I got the new shirt. It feels weird. I literally got rid of my shirt, my old white shirt this morning. I felt very sentimental getting rid of it. But I like the blue. I think the blue looks nice. The other news is that I got a new GPS watch. So I got a Garmin,
and that's gonna free up a lot more of my battery on my phone. It means I can actually start making videos again in my tent on trail. Sleeping in the bed was pretty nice. I think that one thing about having a mismanaged hostel is that no one was staying there. It was empty. Right in the middle of the PCT bubble too. Like you would expect a hostel would be absolutely full. So I got the whole room to myself. I had like a queen size bed. It was nice, it was nice. And to have like a bathroom and a shower right there. I did my laundry. So, you know, and I got to eat. I used the kitchen. I even checked the real estate listing for this place. The business is up for sale and they tout that like, you know, PCT hikers are like their #1 clients, right? And also, by the way, this is the first time since the Sierra that I have left town with like everything in my kit working as expected. You know what I mean? Like nothing's ripped, nothing's missing, nothing's broken, nothing's stolen, nothing is malfunctioning. Everything's up, right? Finally, it took 600 miles in Northern California. If you thought that we were getting rid of Shasta, you were wrong. It's still there. We have now completely encircled Shasta. I mean, almost. We've come up from the south and just completely encircled it. It's 5 o'clock. I'm like 13.5 miles in. I just stopped to get a little water and I'm starting to think about where I'm going to put my tent tonight. There is a tent site that's like 2 miles away from me. Crater Lake, interestingly, is not my next destination. It kind of is, but my next destination is Portland. So I'm getting off trail at Crater Lake. I guess I'm gonna hitch a ride either to Tumult or to Bend. I'm renting a car in Bend and I'm gonna drive up to Portland to meet my friend at the airport. And yeah, I can't wait, but it does put a little, it kind of puts a little exclamation point. It makes all my timetable stuff a little bit more serious. It's about 5:30. I am 15 miles in. I'm done for the day. I actually got an epic tent site tonight. We are over this like really cool ridge. Actually, there's a lot of wind blowing up here and my tent is like, I hope not going to be blown away tonight. But yeah, this puts me exactly like 88.8 miles from Crater Lake, and that feels like a very lucky number to me, and feels good. So yeah, the luck is with me, the spirits are high, and I'm hoping to get a great I'm really hoping to get a great sunset tonight.